Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Munce Report, as trainer Chris Munce joins us to preview all the weekend action and fill us in on all the latest stable news. The strong start to the season has certainly continued for the stable. Super Bowl Sunday made it 2 wins from 3 starts since joining the stable, with an all-the-way victory at Doomben on Wednesday. Welcome, mate. You must be happy with that performance for the Henderson Racing team, who actually bred the horse also.
Yeah, my word, Adam. I mean, he was very, very tough yesterday. Super Bowl, he was led just at a nice, comfortable gallop, but he was what I was probably really pleased with was his closing sectionals. He ran up in 33 and change, which is for a horse like him, I think, very, very good. So he's obviously in a very good spot at the moment. Nice frame of mind, and he's very fit and healthy.
And I guess with that in mind, he's obviously in form. You'll just keep him rolling along and stepping up through his grades.
I think so. Larry was quite bullish after the race that he'll run a mile. So that's also encouraging going forward. It gives us another string to the bow as where we place him. But he certainly got the attitude and the attributes that he would run a mile. And it was pleasing to hear Larry sort of confirm that.
Very good. And that win and the momentum to start the season, that puts you 5th on the Queensland Metro Trainers Premiership to start the season, striking at 40% so in town. So a really positive start to the season for the stable.
Yeah, my word. I mean, we haven't had that many runners in town, but thankfully the ones that we have run have either won or raced very well. So I can't be disappointed with any of the performances of all our runners in town this season so far.
For sure. And with that in mind, if anyone does want to get involved with racing in the stable, you do have a limited opportunity available in one of your new purchases, which is Widespread, former Godolphin horse. I know you sent him after the Magic Million sale. You sent him out to the paddock just to have a little rest. How's he settled back into the stable?
Yeah, really, really pleased with this guy. He was quite after the trip up from Melbourne. He was quite drawn and he'd lightened off a little bit. So I just thought I'll send him to the paddock for a couple of weeks, and it's done him the world of good. He's a lot more bouncier and he's put a bit more condition on. Still got a little bit of a winter coat about him, but that'll clean up once he gets into his bit more work and gallops. But no, look, he's a lovely horse, really good nature. Just goes about his business without fuss, and I'm sure he's going to more than pay his way up here in Queensland.
And we've obviously touched on him previously, the fact that he's raced in stakes company and obviously a horse with ability, won at Moonee Valley. Have you formulated a bit of a plan for him yet as far as what you may do, where you may kick him off and sort of a starting point?
Oh, look, not really. I think I want to learn a bit more about him first. I want to see him gallop and just find a few more traits with him, what he's like and that sort of thing. But certainly, we'll be aiming once he's fit and well. And I think he's ready we'll be aiming to Saturday races, as I think he's up to that sort of level of horse for sure.
For sure. Well, that's a good little segue into the weekend's action. Saturday racing at Metro Racing at Eagle Farm, where the informed Skate to Paris lines up in $100,000 quality over the 1,400 metres as she looks to make it 3 wins on the trot. She's dropping back from the mile to the 1,400 here, which she won at 2 starts ago. How's she heading into this one and coming through that last win?
Yeah, couldn't be happier with her, Adam. She's I've never seen a mare of her age and that's sort of been around for such a long time still looks so well. She's got dapples on her coat. She's dark. She's healthy. She's very, very well. And Larry galloped her on Tuesday morning as well as last Saturday, and he's bullish about her chances as well. So yeah, look, going into this race, obviously coming back to the 1,400 is probably the only negative from a professional punter's point of view, but I can assure the punters out there this mare's in very, very good order.
Very good, and obviously good prize money for Connections too, with the $100,000 total race prize money in the weekend, and obviously Connections have already picked up over $85,000 for her 2 wins since the start of the season in August. So yeah, as you say, she's certainly a mare in form.
Yeah, and I think, look, we've got to keep her that way. I mean, we've been speaking, as it was known, about Magic Millions in January, but I just think with a mare like her, while she's racing as well as she is, I just think we keep her going and race her in the races that are available to her. And when I'm sure she'll tell us when she's had enough. She'll put the hand up and say, I'm ready for a bit of a break. And when that time happens, we will look after her.
Very good. The other runner on the Eagle Farm program is Smooth Move, who lines up in a benchmark 72 handicap over the 1,200 metres, drawn perfectly in barrier 1 for Justin Huxtable. who's in form, and the horse has been in good form this preparation too. You happy with him heading into Saturday?
Yeah, I am, Adam. He had an incident, had an issue with his eye after his last run, hence the reason that he hasn't run for quite a while. He must have got hit with a clod or with another rider's whip or something, but he had quite a significant ulcer on his eye, which we had to treat and cure. But it's a lot better now, and he's a month between runs. I don't think for him anyway is a bad thing. And blinkers off as well, as I just thought he'd been racing a bit aggressive in the 1400s with the blinkers on. So from a good draw, I can just sort of picture him getting the best run in behind him there, sort of 4th, 5th, 6th, something like that. And it'll be just, I suppose, whether he's got the speed in his legs that he'll need over the 1200 metres. But I think he certainly looks great, and he'll race very well.
Yeah, well, good luck to the Archer Park team there on Saturday. At the Gold Coast, you've got one runner in Phoenix who'll be partnered by Anthony Allen in race 4, which is a Class 1 handicap for the boys over the 1400 metres. He's third up here. Do you think the 1400 metres will suit based on how he raced last start?
I think so. I thought he raced very, very well. He was a bit new, still a bit above himself in condition the other day over 1350, and I was quite pleased with the way he still battled on through the line, and he'll strip a lot fitter horse there on Saturday, and you can just sort of picture him just behind the speed there, just behind the main pressure, getting a good soft run, and hopefully that Anthony can produce him at the right time, and he should be able to close off his race very, very well. He's not without a chance in a race like this on Saturday.
Okay, very good. And then two runners heading up to the M1 to the Sunshine Coast on Sunday. Race 1 is a cutest 3-year-old maiden plate. Tiptoes steps up to the 1300 metres here. She ran a slashing race on debut, which we touched on previously, and then she got a long way back, didn't she, last start at the Gold Coast? What did you make of that performance?
I thought her run at the Gold Coast was still very good. She was well out of the ground and had slow horses in front of her, which sort of held her momentum up. She's a big filly, takes a big stride. That's the reason why I think Caloundra really suits her. She's still learning what it's all about. But I think Justin will give her a ride, let her find her feet, get back and get balanced up. And once that happens, I'm sure that if he gets the right sort of run, she'll be closing off and finishing her race quite well. She's a really nice filly, this. Probably go for a spell after Sunday, win, lose or draw. I'll give her a let up. And then when she comes back, we'll probably see a much, much more improved filly.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to see her back at the Sunshine Coast after that debut performance. The other runner there at the Sunshine Coast is in race 3, Fillies and Mares maiden plate over the 1200 metres, Valley of Dreams, who kicks off her preparation for Hancock's racing, and she had a jump out on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was just an easy jump out, but this mare I think is probably just. I think she'll get over a bit of a trip. She's a big rangy filly and doesn't carry a lot of condition, but I thought her gallops and her trials have been quite good. So I know that the ability's there. It's just whether she's mentally strong enough just yet to be able to cope with the pressure of racing and whatnot. But she's done everything right. She's very fit, and Larry thought that she trialled quite nicely there on Tuesday. So it wouldn't be beyond me on her to see her run a pretty competitive race there.
Okay, well, one to keep an eye on following Sunday's racing anyway, and you've got your racing hats there ready to go for the weekend, so all the best to yourself and connections at the races over the weekend.
Good on you, Adam. Thank you.